Hello Ron, welcome back. It's me Didi and today I'm gonna teach you guys the basic notations of a Rubik's Cube. So guys, in my previous video I have given you an introduction about the Rubik's Cube and that was the part 1 of the series. And today is the part 2 of the series and I'm gonna teach you guys the basic notations which you need to know in the Rubik's Cube. It is also an important element in the Rubik's Cube that you need to know before starting to learn how to solve a Rubik's Cube. With a little bit of concentration and practice, you would be able to execute it very easily. To make it easy for you guys, I have also provided the PDF of the notations that you need to learn, which I prefer to take print out if you can and practice them with me. So without wasting time, let's go into the video. So guys, we have talked about the layers in the last video and you guys now know that we rotate or we turn a Rubik's Cube using the layers. So these each side which we are rotating are called layers in a Rubik's Cube. So these layers, according to the sides they are located, we use some letters to denote them. Okay, for example, on the right side we use some letters, upper side we use some letters, and I'll say on as we move further. So before getting into the notations, first let's see about the positions how we need to hold. There is no position fixed for holding a Rubik's Cube for notations. For example, now I'm holding green and white. If you're holding it like this, anyway, the notations are the same. If I'm saying notation for right side, then if you're holding it like this, or like in any way, you need to rotate your right side. Okay, similarly for everything. So by talking about the notations, first let's talk about the notations for right side. So no matter whichever position you are holding, as I told you, currently I'm holding it like this, however you are holding, that doesn't matter. So first we are going to talk about the right side. For the right side, we notate them using R, the letter R. Not that it's capital letter R, not small letter r, because capital letters are used for single layers and small letters are notated for right side, that which we turn in other way. That I'll be talk about as we move further into the series of Rubik's Cube. So for right side we use the capital letter R. When I say R, you need to rotate the right side, the right layer, that is this one, towards clockwise. Okay, you need to rotate this one clockwise. That means right side to clockwise means it should go to upside. You need to rotate it to upside. This is R. Now one more is that we do not notate it with just this one letter. We also say it for R prime, which is anti-clockwise, or we can say it as counterclockwise. Okay, R means towards up, then for R prime it will be counterclockwise, that means it's down. R up, R prime down, or R clockwise, R prime counterclockwise. Then one more is there for the right side notations, that is R2. R2. R2 means you need to rotate the right side, the right layer, clockwise 2 times. R means 1 time, R2 means 2 times. And also one more thing is there, R2 you can rotate it clockwise or no, or counterclockwise, that doesn't matter. But I prefer to you guys, as you are beginners, rotate it to clockwise. Okay, so that it's easy for you guys to memorize it than rotating it 2 times, and you guys will be getting confused to which side it should be rotating. So rotate it maximum to clockwise. Now I will just repeat the right side notations again. R prime, R2, R clockwise, R prime counterclockwise, R2 double times right side twice to clockwise. So we have talked about the right side notations. Now coming to the left side notations. Similarly, left side and the remaining layers has clockwise, counterclockwise, twice towards clockwise. So now let's talk about left layer. First, I'm going to talk about clockwise. Clockwise for left side is notated by the capital letter L. L clockwise, that is towards downside. Right was towards up, right clockwise, that is R was towards up. Now L is towards down because L clockwise is towards down. So remember that as for R, don't rotate it towards upside when L is said, because you will go wrong the entire algorithms in the Rubik's cube. So L towards clockwise, that means down. Then next is L prime for counterclockwise. L prime towards up. Now L2, similarly for right side, L2 has no difference, twice downwards, because downwards is the clockwise side. So L2. One more time I'll repeat. L towards downside, L prime towards up, L2 twice towards clockwise. Now let's talk about it one more time. L clockwise, L prime anti-clockwise, L2 twice towards clockwise. Now coming to the third layer, that is upper layer. The upper layer of the position you are holding your cube. So upper layer is notated by capital letter U. U means clockwise, that is towards left side. U. U prime upper layer counterclockwise, that means it is towards right. U prime and U2 twice towards clockwise. 1, 2. It becomes U2. So I'll just explain it little more clearly. U towards left side. Clockwise means towards left side. U prime means towards right side, that is counterclockwise. U towards left side, U prime towards right side. U clockwise, U prime anti-clockwise, U2 towards clockwise twice the time. Now let us talk about the down layer. Okay, the down layer. So for the down layer we use capital letter D. So when we say D, it goes towards right side, D clockwise, D prime counterclockwise towards left side, D towards right side, D prime towards left side, D2 towards right side 2 times. Okay, 2 times towards right side is D2. Then I'll explain one more time. D towards right side, D prime towards left side, and D2 towards right side twice the time. Okay, one more time I'll explain it. D clockwise, D prime counterclockwise, D2 towards clockwise twice the time. So upper layer and down layer are completed. Now coming to the front layer. So for front layer we notated with the capital letter F. Okay, for the front layer, clockwise and counterclockwise will be easy because it's facing towards us, and we can just make out which side is clockwise and towards which side is counterclockwise. Okay, then also I will say with the sides now so that it's easy for you guys to understand. F towards right side, F prime towards left side, F towards right side, F prime towards left side, and F2 twice towards right side. So F towards right side, that means towards clockwise. F prime, that means towards left side, that's counterclockwise. F2 towards right side, clockwise twice the time. Now the last notation we are going to talk about is the back layer notation. Okay, the notation for the back layer is the last one to talk about. We use capital letter B for back layer. So when we say B, we rotate it towards left side. Okay, B, B prime, B towards left side, B prime towards right side. Now let's say B2, it goes towards left side twice. Okay, B2 twice towards clockwise, B towards left side, that is clockwise, B prime towards right side, that is counterclockwise, B2 twice towards left side, that is clockwise. So guys, that's it for the notations. There are 6 notations and 6 are also finished. Now I'm gonna say a key point to you guys so that you can memorize it easily. This was also the problem that I faced when I started to learn Rubik's Cube. That is nothing but recognizing the clockwise and counterclockwise directions of each side. So I'll just say a tip for you guys so that it's easy for you guys to memorize the clockwise and counterclockwise directions. I have also provided the PDF of the notations in the description box, and it's clearly mentioned the direction towards which you need to rotate it. Okay, so from that it will be clear. But then also for a keynote, I'll be saying one tip for you guys to understand it easily. So the main notations that we are gonna use in the beginner's method of Rubik's Cube is R, R prime, R2, F, F prime, F2, U, U prime, U2. These are the 3 main notations that we will use in the Rubik's Cube. Then for L, D, B, we are not bothering about them in the beginner's method. As you are a beginner, these 3 are very much important, but it is also important to know about the remaining 3 layers. So you need to by heart the directions of these 3 layers: the right side, the upper side, and the front side notations, clockwise and counterclockwise direction you need to understand. Then it is easy for you guys to memorize left side, back side, and down side notations. So as I told you, R, clockwise R is towards upside. Then clockwise of L will be towards downside. If R is towards up, then L is towards down. If R prime is towards down, then L prime will be towards up. These 2 notations we are facing the most common problems while solving. R2, L2, that doesn't matter because that we doesn't use that as much. Okay, so R up, L down. R up means L will be down. R prime down means L prime will be up. So as common I will say the opposite layers, as right side and left side are opposite layers. That means you are by hearting right side. Whatever we will perform on the right side, the direct opposite will be on the left side. For example, if R is towards up, then L will be towards down. It is the direct opposite of the right side performance that we perform. Okay, now for the other layers as we talk, if U is towards if U is towards left side, then D will be towards right side. If U prime is towards right side, then D prime is towards left side. U towards left, D towards right, and U prime towards left, U prime towards right, then D prime towards left. This is the format, and for F it's similar. F right, B left, F prime towards left side, then B prime towards right side. So this is the basic format, and the twice moves, that doesn't matter because that confusion doesn't occur mainly because you just need to rotate it twice. That's it. That's it, the case. So this is the key point that you need to keep it in your mind, so that it's easy for you guys to understand the clockwise and counterclockwise directions in a Rubik's Cube, and that will help you to get more faster execution in Rubik's Cube. So guys, that's it for today. Hope you have liked today's video. If you have any queries, please let me know through the comment box down below. Also, don't forget to give a thumbs up down below and subscribe to my channel so that you can stay tuned with me. Also, follow me on Instagram. So till I come with my next video, stay tuned and bye bye.